I'm gonna share some strategies and some techniques about how to perform money, how to earn money with trading platforms, especially now with pocket option. Okay. Well, firstly, I'd like you to subscribe my channel if it's the first time you're seeing this video, and please leave your comment after watching the video to let me know if it really makes sense to you, if you really learned it, or if you need any further support. Okay? Well, before getting started with the strategy I'm gonna share with you guys, I want you guys to know that you only need or have to invest money that's available for this purpose. What do I mean? You'll never have to take any money from any important stuff that you need to pay or use and simply investing here trying to get some profit about it because especially talking about any kind of platform today, we have to have the conscious that of course a high risk is involved in this stuff, so only use the money that you can use exactly for this. Never use an important amount that you need to do another stuff. Okay. I trade on currencies. Especially, we got a lot of stuff in here, guys. Independent of anything, you can choose what is the best stuff for you. Of course, what is open at the moment. As today is Sunday, 4:25 p.m. Uh, Open market is not available at the moment, like the international market. Okay, so we're gonna trade in some OTC to understand if the strategy is gonna make sense or not. Okay, especially talking about out of counter or OTC. I confess to you that I trade sometimes in OTC only when the other market is not available, the open market. But especially talking about it, we know that independent of anything, we always need to observe exactly what's the best strategy for each occasion or moment or trade. Okay, here we're going to use and to work with some tendencies and pullbacks. Let's get started with the pullback strategy. Okay, as you guys can see, my time framing here it's about 2 minutes. Okay, look, and the expiration is the same for 2 minutes. You can enable auto time offset, not worrying about to change this every time. I'm gonna take the pullback first if it's possible, and after getting, if exactly this candle reaches this line, I'm gonna make a sell in here, but I need to observe, of course, the deadline I have in here, like the expiration of this candle. If I have time, generally, some of you guys can ask yourselves exactly what is the maximum limit that I can take, right, to enter the position. Well, my recommendation is exactly entering up to 20 seconds or 15 seconds before the candle finishes. Okay, so if this candle reaches the line, I'm gonna sell it, and later I'm gonna explain you guys why I did that. Okay, you can see that I'm using 3 moving averages. If you guys think it's interesting to know about what is the setup or configuration about it, just leave me a comment, like the video, and tell me that you really desire or want to receive it. Well, while the price is not reaching the line, I'm gonna exactly tell you a little bit about it. You can see that we're having a down movement in here, a down tendency, but independent of anything, we see that the price was having this movement in here, and suddenly we got two candles with the shadow like respecting this line I've just traced in here, first and second. Okay, the candle used to reach and come back to close, reach, come back to close. So as the price in the next candle, like, uh, just a second, just gonna see if we can take it. Confess to you guys that I only like to take if it really reaches, okay. But yes, no time, unfortunately. Look, you guys seen that the candle simply reached the line, but we couldn't trade because we hadn't time, or we hadn't enough time to do that. So the ideology of trading, in my opinion, is you needed to place your mind and conscience on its place. Never trade emotionally. Imagine you guys understand what I mean. So exactly talking about emotion is one of the principal stuff that you need to work before thinking about trading the financial market or any kind of investment, because emotion is something that can gives you a lot of money or can takes a lot of money from you, and it generally takes out. Well, as I was explaining here, we got the lining here because we see that these two candles had respected the limit, okay, and this candle did a different movement overpassing here, okay, and as we got this overpassing here, we simply consider this region as a pullback region. Because why pullback? Because when we're going to observe, the price is going to return, and the logic of the strategy is when, of course, we trace the line exactly in this order in here. When the price reaches again the line, it, of course, if the strategy be respected, the price needs to retract and closes below the line. That's exactly what pullback is. But as you guys can see in here, uh, unfortunately, this, not unfortunately, but yeah, unfortunately for us, the candle reached the line, but unfortunately, the expiration wasn't possible to be taken, or we simply couldn't enter because we hadn't enough time to do that. I always allow this stuff in here, that is the timer, to observe exactly if I can do the trade or not. Because as I commented previously to you guys, uh, especially talking about the this strategy, I only think it's really good to start and make a trade if you guys have uh, at least 30 seconds of remaining to close the candle, okay. Less than this, it's a risk. Why? Because especially talking about, if the candle is not kind of retracting uh, in this deadline, in this at this moment, like more than 30 seconds, probably there is a desire from the candle to do a different movement like this, for example. And another important thing in here is that, as you guys can see, the pullback happened in here, even if we couldn't take it. And what happened next time the candle simply reached the line? It overpassed. So I only advise you guys to take the first pullback. Not, for me, it doesn't exist second or third or anything like that. Just the first one. Do you know? And okay, let's look for other opportunities. I'm gonna make two trades in here. Okay, to not get a longer video. We could use other strategies in here, but especially talking about this video, I only wanna talk about pullback. Wow, we got an opportunity here, guys. Let's see. Oops, that's right. Perfect. What happened here? I confess to you guys that that's a great reach pullback region in my opinion. Look, I traced the line in here, and as you guys could see, the price was in movement and it reached the line, simply overpassed here, and the movement came back, brought the price back to the line again. So this price tends to reach the same region as before the overpassing. This is exactly a pullback. Do you know? So as you guys can see, the price is retracing now. Okay, of course, we never know what is gonna happen because we depend on the market. Okay, but that's the strategy I'm talking to you guys. It really works the most part of time. But one more important thing: observe the tendency, right? This tendency is a high tendency, not a low tendency. Okay, so going against tendency, it's a pure risk, in my opinion. I'm not saying that I don't trade like that, but especially most part of times, I prefer doing according to the tendency. And as you guys can see, we got it. Okay. So, especially talking about this, uh, how can I say? Pullback's really simple, right? We just need to observe simple details about it. Okay, simple details that completely makes difference. Because here, of course, I'm showing you guys and this strategy, and this is so good because if you get a good kind of financial management in your account, you can work with different financial models or different strategies to grow your money. Do you know? Like my suggestions, of course, I can make a video talking about like management and stuff like that. If you guys desire, please write down and type it in the comments so I can talk about it. But especially talking about uh, management, that's, in my opinion, okay, one of the most important things that it is going to make difference in your results. The other part is dedicated to emotional because technical stuff, it's something that it's really simple. I can show you guys here how to trade exactly at this moment. You've learned this strategy, and that's exactly this. Like, if you follow the tendency, if you understand what is a pullback movement where the price was not getting to overpass one specific region, and after overpassing, the same price as before this overpassing is reached, and the tendency or the prediction is the price to retract and, of course, pay and put money in your pocket. Okay, but independent of anything, uh, never advancing a lot and investing more than 3% about what you have in your account, for example, do you know, per day, for example. Uh, what do I mean? Imagine that you got a capital, do you know, you got a, especially talking about it, imagine that you got $100 to get started, for example. Okay, this $100 represents to you 100% of your capital, okay, of your net. And especially talking about it, a good goal for each day, in my opinion, is 10%. Oh, am I being aggressive? Yeah, most part of traders could say that. But as you guys can see, the stuff here is not a complex stuff. Do you know? It's not something that you, in my opinion, 10% looking for or reaching for a third 3%. Sorry, 3% per day. It uh, it's good, but maybe sometimes you're not going to have the due patience to wait this stuff grows. Do you know? So 10%, sometimes a person can think, oh, it's too small to me. But think about 10% in 10 days, for example, right? You got 100%. So, of course, it's possible to make different stuff in here. Look at this beautiful support, right? Oh gosh, maybe gonna take it. Guys, I think I'm gonna take it. I know this video is about pullback, but the support's really good in here. Maybe if it reaches the line, I'm going to, oops, take it. Yes. Let me tell you guys what happened here. This is a pullback video, of course, but I got a big opportunity in here. So just want to share with you. Okay. Well, let's see if it pays, of course. What do I mean why I said a big opportunity? Independent of anything, we know that the tendency is down, okay, at the moment, and I did a higher stuff. I bought. So I traded counter tendency. I got two important things to tell you guys at the moment. Let's just wait for this closes. One sec. Oh, we got a loss. Let me explain you something. Why did I trade in here? Guys, exactly what I told you previously. We have a lower tendency in here, low tendency, and as we have it, independent of knowing that the price was respecting the line before, at any surprise moment, the price probably would overpass. And let me, probably most part of you dudes are going to understand or already understand support and resistance. But for those ones who doesn't understand, I'm gonna tell you just a little bit about it, okay? Because this video is about pullback. So, as you guys can see, what do I mean with support? The price was reaching this, and we're not getting to overpass. So we got 1, 2, and 3 touches in the line I created here. As you guys can see, I only consider a good opportunity for entering a support or a resistance stuff if we get these 3 touches. Because these 3 touches represents to me a resilience by the time the price reaches the line again. But the first important information was that Okay, why did I trade here? The second important information is why we got a loss in here. If these three candles, the shadows respected, retraced, and everything was okay. Because when you go counter tendency trades, like when you trade counter tendency, you got a lot of reduce in the chances to win. In my opinion, this is something that you guys, uh, how can I say, couldn't do, okay, or shouldn't do. By the way, it's not my advice because, especially talking about it, we know that if you imagine that you're swimming, okay, in the beach, for example, and if you're especially swimming against or counter the the tide, probably you're not going to win. Probably the tide is going to take you away. So, of course, you need to do it together in favor. Do you know? That's exactly this. Imagine you guys got it independent of anything. That's okay. Well, so I don't really advise you guys to trade counter tendency trades. Let's see, as promised, if we got a one more pullback here, just to finish the video, not to get it so longer. Okay. Wow. Imagine. Nope, we don't have time. Let me try to find a great opportunity of pullback. Here. Let me see. No, not so good. Well, guys, I really desire to have two pullbacks paid in here, but I don't know. We're not seeing great opportunities for pullback at the moment. Huh. Okay, is this a pullback? My opinion is, but the region is so short. So this small region, for example, in my opinion, doesn't represent resilience. Do you know? So as you have longer regions like this, for example, look at the size of it. Do you know? Big, right? It's a considerable size. So the pullback respected here. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not going to respect here. Okay. Don't misunderstand me. But the question is, this is out of the strategy. The strategy says got a longer stuff to consider a pullback. And generally, I don't like to. Oops, one opportunity here, guys. A sec. Let me just see if I take it, and I'm gonna. Oh, took it. Nice. Look here, guys. We got a pullback in here. The price was like respecting this here. Okay, 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 okay. Overpassed in here, and the pullback came. Okay, one thing I want to consider here. I told you guys to enter the maximum of 30 seconds, like the deadline, the expiration to finish the candle. But of course, I did it differently now. I don't remember exactly, but I imagine it was kind of 15 to 20 seconds. Depends on the feeling you're gonna have. Okay? If you got a good feeling about, oh, I think it's gonna pay, you know, it's going to pay. Not only I think, it depends on your experience in it, do you know? The more you trade, the more you will have this experience. I mean, like to have this feeling about if it's something it's going to respect or not. Of course, you're never 100% sure about that, but we can try previewing it. And just to define here, as you guys could see, I took two successful trades in here with the pullback strategy. The one that wasn't okay was the resistance that was against the tendency. So that was only to show you guys that's not a recommendation to do. Okay, counter tendencies or against trading against the tendencies is not a good idea. Only in favor. And oh, commenting about the tendency here. Okay, as you can see, we got two different tendencies: micro or micro tendency and a macro tendency. Micro tendency or micro tendency is the smaller one, okay, and the macro one is the biggest one, okay, or the bigger. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it, guys. I think I have helped you to understand the pullback strategy, and hope you guys have liked this video, and please to support this channel that is starting today. Subscribe this channel, my channel. Subscribe, and if you guys have any friends that like trading, and if you guys like the video, comment. Okay, leave a comment for me to know. And that's it. I'm gonna prepare the next video and strategy for you guys, and gonna publish content here weekly. But please let me know what you guys thought about it. Okay, see you in the next video, and thank you so much.